Am I back, guys? Or am I still offline at your place? Am I back? Let me know. Or is it completely offline? I think it is disconnected or something. I think I got disconnected but again I am connected on the other link. Maybe you can look at me. Am I back, guys, or am I still offline there in front of you? Yes, okay, I'm back. Okay, sorry guys, I completely got disconnected, and that's why I need to change my settings, and then I'm back. So if you start a new stream, yeah, I had to start the new stream because I was not able to connect from that stream. So, but you can watch it here also, no problem. It is the same channel, but the different link you can say. Okay, so we were at this position. So should we do it? Okay, sorry for the inconvenience, guys. So can you are you able to look at the position now? I just played bishop to the d2 and yes, sir. Sorry for the disconnection. It happened just like that. It's not in my hand. Okay. So queen a3, and we were at this position where he was defending the pawn on b7 with queen to the e7, and I was asking you which move will you play from white side. So as the disconnection happened in this position, I will just tell you that white played bishop to the b4. This was a very surprising move from Victor Korchnoi, because what is happening in this position is like if you capture rook into b4, then I'll capture rook into b4. If queen into b4, then I have queen into b7 check, and suddenly this rook will also be captured in that case. Yeah, bishop b4 you should play, and black did not capture on b4. He played queen to the d7. Although I will tell you, black is really having a great position. With correct play, black should be the player who should be winning in this position. Okay, it is not like white is going to win or something, but by playing like this, white has created his own chances. Look at now, initially when the position we started, in this position, black's king was safe. His pieces were also very active. The bishop on c1 was not doing good. But now, after this position, you can see the bishop is there, the queen is also there, and the black's king is suddenly feeling a little bit scared in this position, right? Okay. So white went on to play queen to the f8. Yes, Mayur, I am back. Thank you, Mayur, for joining again. I completely got disconnected. I couldn't connect again. Then king g7, and now white was like, okay, I'm going to throw everything on my opponent, and he played g4 in this position. Then f4 was played, and then g into f4, and finally in this very complicated position, black played the last blunder. Okay, he played queen to the d8 in this position, and now it is going to be a checkmate, you can say. And that's what, or you can say the winning position from white side. He played f5, and after this move, g into f5, king h5, and it's almost like you can say that the king on h5 is completely vulnerable. It is going to be checkmated. Korchnoi played queen f7 check, king h6, and now can you tell me a good move? Which move will you play in this position? Okay, okay. Maybe you are a little bit late, Mayur, but okay, the session is going to be a little bit longer today, so don't worry. I will be showing more games today, so don't worry. Bishop f8 is suggested by many people, but we know the suggesting rook g1 also. But P and John's suggestion, I feel like it is much more better because we should play bishop to the d2 because there is no piece which can be there, and it is almost difficult position for black. Okay, he has bishop to the g5 move, but after this move we have this f6 move, and suddenly even if we capture, let's see what happens. If we capture on d2, that is what actually happened in the game. Victor Korchnoi saw a very nice way to checkmate black's king with queen to the g7 check, king to the h5. The rook came in the game with rook f5 check, king h4, and here he played queen into h7 check, king to the g3, queen g6 check, king to the h4, and now rook h5 check and mate. So the way Victor Korchnoi created his own counterplay was really amazing in this game. This is what we should try to do when we are going down. The best way to defend is the attack. Okay, attack is the best defense. So it is said that like that, and this game is a perfect example for that thing, I'll say. And I hope you enjoyed the way Victor Korchnoi played in this game because, okay, objectively speaking, black was always better, but white kept on pressurizing his opponent. That is a very, very important thing. And in modern era, if you see, Magnus Carlsen always keeps on pressurizing his opponent, and in under pressure, their opponents makes like a very silly mistake or very simple mistake and they lose the game. Even if you look at the games which are going on in club championship, Magnus Carlsen's opponents are falling under pressure because even if the position is equal, he keeps on pressurizing his opponent. So that is very, very important in the game. As I was mentioning earlier, that you should be the one who is in the driving seat. You should be the one who will be dictating the terms in the position. So that is very, very important, and you should always look out for those things. Okay. Yes, yes, Karthik, you are right about that thing. Magnus Carlsen keeps the pressure alive, and maybe he learned all these kind of things from his past masters, as we are learning now, and he has mastered that thing in a very high way, or you can say like in a deep way. Okay, so let's look at one more game. So in this position, so this position is there. I will show you this position from black side. It is black to play, and you can see that white's pieces are already very, very active in this position. Correct. The queen is also there. The bishop is also going to come in the game, and knight d6 is also something which move you can play. So I will say that black is under pressure, right? But black found out a way by which he created his own counter chances. So I will tell you, whenever you are going down, fight with all your might. Okay, don't go down just like that. So you should fight hard. It's like when you are pushed like behind the like wall or something, like when your wall is behind your back, you should not back down. You should fight hard. There is only one way, that is going ahead. Okay, so here I'll just tell you, because this position is very complicated, I will tell you what black played in this position, and I'll just tell you that the white player was Khalif Man, who was at one time FIDE's world chess champion, you can say. And black player was Salo. Salo, if you want to learn end games or the practical end games, I will recommend you to look at the games of Valery Salo, because Salo was considered as the one of the best end game players of modern era, or a player in the 1980s or something. And even Gary Kasparov learned a lot from Salo, it was said, and many other players in the top players of that era in 1980s and 1990s, they were learning a lot from the player called as Valery Salo. So if you want to learn in-game technique, or if you want to learn practical end games, then do watch his games. Okay. If you want to know like a name properly, I will write down the name for you. His name was Valery Salo. Okay, I have written the name. Valery. You can find out his games in Chess DB website, or you can just Google search him and you will get his games. You just need to find out. Or if you have mega database in Chessbase, then you will get his games. Okay. Okay, coming back to this game, he played in a very nice way. He found out a great defensive idea. He played bishop into b. Sorry, here he played bishop into b4 in this position, giving up the piece on f6. As the piece on f6 was being attacked, he did not care about his piece. Okay, let's suppose if you try to like save the piece with knight to the d5 in this position, then white will be very happy to play knight into d5, e into d5, and knight d6 check. And suddenly black's king will be under pressure, because if you play bishop into d6, c into d6, queen into d6, all you need to do. Okay, Salah was brilliant, but I did not know this. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, Salah was a very great player of past. Queen g7 coming up. Yes, just give up the queen for handling position. Well, knight e5. Well, in this position, the position which is there on the board, white actually played a very brilliant move. Means not played. There was a very brilliant move in this position. That okay, in analysis it was given like that. But queen g7 is definitely a good move from white side. And if you play rook to the f8 in this position, then white will just castle, and then the rook is also coming on this file. And if we castle something like this, then we can see that bishop e3, and the bishop is hitting here. The rook is also coming on c1, and black is in trouble, I will say. So capturing or playing knight to the d5 will not be good for black. So that's why he decided to sacrifice the piece on f6. He played bishop to the b4, and after that e into f6, and he castled. Okay, he has sacrificed one piece, and he has castled. So what do you think he has got in this position? What do you think like white has like black has got in this position by sacrificing a piece? I'm waiting for your answer, guys. What do you think? Okay, I will just tell you. Black has got lot of piece activity now. First of all, the queen is there on this file. The rook is joining the game very quickly. The other rook is also joining the game. Initiative, yes. The bishop is hitting the knight on c3, and white cannot really castle in this position because of bishop to the c5 threat, right? And as he cannot castle in this position, the thing is that white is little bit stuck here in this position, and white is the one who needs to play accurate moves on each and every move. Like he needs to be very accurate, and that is very difficult. I will tell you from my personal experience, when you get into the position where you have to play accurate moves on each and every move, your energy level will also be down. And it is also said that when you are defending in such positions, it is very, very difficult. So you can understand that psychologically, White player is under a lot of pressure. Although Khalisman is a very great player, but even for the great players, this kind of positions are very difficult to play, right? Yes, he has all the trumps in the position. Bishops are also active in this position. So White played bishop to the a3 in this position. Yes, Aryan, I will be. See, guys, I have decided to make the series of videos where I will be analyzing at least 10 games of each and every world chess champion. So, my second series is going on, Williams tennis series is going on. So, after that, I will be doing Lasker, then Kappa. I'm thinking to go chronologically. So, I hope you will enjoy all the videos which are I'm analyzing of world chess champions. If you have any suggestions, you can always comment on my videos and I will get to know about it. Okay. So here continuing with the game, he played bishop into a3, rook into a3, and rook came in the game, rook f d8. And here white played queen to d6 because he badly wants to exchange the queen so that he will go into the end game. But black player did not want to exchange the queen at least in this position because he is face down and he needs to keep pieces on the board. So he played queen to the c8, white played knight to the e5 in this position, and then knight c5. Again, very attacking move. You can say the queen is being attacked in this case. The queen was played on e7 square, and now a6, attacking the bishop. Bishop needs to go back, and finally, in this position, black found that a very nice move that was knight into f4. And after knight into f4, queen c1 check, king to the f1, and queen h1. And by all these things, you can see that white has got into a position which is not that safe for his king. Okay, he has more pieces. I agree with you, but black's position is very very solid, and he has many counter chances against white's king. Okay, they played on to for some time, but the game was drawn after mutual, you can say, mistakes or something like that. Knight into a8, and then queen h4, king f1. They just drew the game like this because now rook d1 is also a good move. If bishop f1 is played in this position, then this position will be winning for black. So my last question for you about this game is like, can you find out a way in which black can win in this position? Can you tell me a variation? I'll give you some time to think about this position and then let me know. Okay. Till that time, I will drink water because I am very thirsty because I am talking since long time. Will you think about the position? Okay, at least tell me the first move which is coming in your mind. Can you tell me the first move? Whichever move comes into your mind, just tell me. Yes, we know this suggesting queen to the d4 in this position. Absolutely right. Queen d4, king h1, rook into f1, king to the h2 and queen g1. No, it is black to play. Rajendra sir, it is black to play in this position. Black is the one who is winning. It is not white to play. If white is going to play, then it is obviously one more checkmate. Okay, the move which was suggested by Vinod and my class buddies, I'm going to get it at the best move because after queen to the d4, we will be attacking two things at the same time. We are attacking the king as well as the knight on e5. And if he plays king to the h1, then obviously rook into f1, king here, and queen h4 is a check and mate. Okay, yes, sequence sounds good. And if we play something like king to the h2 in this position, then we can just grab the knight here with this move. If king g1, now we will again go queen d4, if king h2, and then we will play even g into f6 is also a good move. Or yeah, after g into f6 we will be having lot of pawns, plus the bishop on f1 cannot really move anywhere, because if the bishop moves anywhere in this position, then queen h4 is a check and mate. Okay, so he will be losing the bishop on f1 and black will be having extra pawns. So in this position, which was there in this position, white decided to go for the draw with bishop into d1, queen to the e1, king h2, queen h4, and the game was drawn. So you can say that the position which looked seemingly lost for black, he created so much counterplay just by sacrificing one piece. It all affected the game. By just sacrificing the piece, his all other pieces were joining the game. Okay. So we need to find out this kind of resources in our games also, that when our position is cramped, especially if our king is in the center of the board, try to get it into the other side of the board. Like I was reading at one position like that the rook is always having 5 points, right? So your king, if it's in the center of the board and if your opponent is attacking your king, then you can say that your king is of no value because it can get checkmated at any point. But if it goes in the corner and that rook, which was not having that much value on the corner of the board, it comes in the game, then its value increases more than 5 points because it is there in the center of the board. So always try to increase the value of your pieces by putting them on the right squares. Okay, so I hope you like this game. Okay, king is priceless. Yeah, king is always priceless. But if the king is in the center of the board and if your opponent is going to attack him and checkmate him, then he will turn into something, you can say, worthless. Which, okay, Kuldeep Singh is asking me, sir, when you analyze the games, we enjoy it, but when we analyze our games, we cannot analyze our games up to 100%. What you suggest, which things we focused while analyzing games? Okay, I will suggest one thing to you, like you can maybe try analyzing if with your friend. That will be much more interesting because every time you cannot think about each and every possibility, right? But if you are analyzing with your friends, then maybe he will give you some other opinion or the other thought process will be there, and the analysis will be much more interesting because everybody has different views. Like you can see in the chat section also, everybody gives different opinions sometimes, and that is very interesting because chess is a game where you have lots of possibilities, and there is no only one way which is like the right or something like that. We should analyze with your friends also. Then every platform has one. Well, sir, I will say that about engines I will not recommend you to use early. I will recommend that first of all analyze it by your own or with somebody, and then check your analysis with the engine. If you are always going to use the engine and ask him for the move, then he is always going to tell you the moves. There is nothing like big in it. But the main thing is that when you are analyzing, you should understand the thought process. If you are not focusing on the thought process, then the analysis is not useful. Because tell me honestly, in your life, how many games you have played and they are repeated? Tell me how many games you have played and they are repeated. Just tell me in chat. I will tell about this thing more. I don't think so. Like I have played plenty of games, maybe more than 2000, and no game I have repeated. Right? It must have happened to you also, because the moves will not repeat. But the thing is that the thought process, right? But the thought process by which you have taken the decision, that thought process can repeat again and again, right? So we should understand why it is being played. If you make a mistake, then that move which you have played is not a mistake. The cause of the move is somewhere else, and we need to always try to find out the cause, why you played that move, why you take that decision. And if you try to find out the reason behind your moves, or maybe from your opponent's side also why he played that move, then you will understand a lot and you will enjoy the game more. But what we do is like we always try to find out which move you played and which move you did not play, like what was the best move and what was. Okay, the moves are very important to calculate, I know, but the most important thing while like analyzing the game is understanding the thought process. That's why when I'm talking about the game, I don't just talk about the moves, I talk about why it is played, why you should play like this. Okay. And yeah, one more thing is like for understanding more about analysis, you should always try to look at the games which are already analyzed by good players. That is also one of the thing which is very useful, and you will also understand like how these players analyze the game, what are the important things which they mention in their analysis. Okay. It's more than number of items. Yeah, we know that's the thing. We should always try to understand the thought process. You should focus on that thing. And in the books which mainly I will recommend you to watch instructive videos or look at the games which are already analyzed. There are many good games played by many great masters, and they are analyzed also by themselves. Like if you go to the Mikhail Tal's game, he has written his book, then Botvinnik has written a book, Williams Tennis has written, many great players have written, some kind of a material is there, and you should read their comments, you should read their analysis, you will learn a lot from them. Like you will also learn the art of analyzing. Okay, I hope your doubt is clear now. Okay, so here, getting back to the position which is there on the board, guys, please do like the stream if you like this stream, and I will maybe if you like the stream, then more people will join us maybe next time. And do support my channel by sharing it with your friends so that it will grow. And you can always donate also, the links are there in description. And here, as I liked it and shared your channel too. Okay, thanks Arnav. So the thing is that getting back to the position, you can see that in this position the pawn on d5 is there. It is attacking the c6 bishop, c6 knight, and it is attacking the pawn also. So you can say that white has this knight also which is hitting on the g6 square. The white pieces are much more active, I will say, and the f4 move is also in the air. The bishop is also going to come in this diagonal. So what do you think that black should play in this position? And black decided to play in a very innovative way. He decided to play a move which was not expected by his opponent. I'll just tell you few moves and then you will understand why he played that move. Okay, he decided to play bishop into g5, which looks a very like not that natural, because knight into g6 is there. And in this position, the thing is that black again decided to play bishop into c1, and here, okay, he is sacrificing the rook on h8, but if he captures, like white captures the knight on h8, he will be in trouble. And that's what it happened in this game. He played knight into h8, and suddenly black played bishop to the e3 check. The king went to the h1 square, can be a possibility, but if he goes to this square, then black can play queen to the h4, and now we are threatening knight g3 check and mate. And if he plays h3 in this position, then okay, black has multiple ways to play in this position. Maybe we can give this check, the king will come here, the queen f4 will come, and we will be attacking the f1 also. And just for the sacrifice of the h8 rook, we will get to play this position, and I think black should be much better in this position, because white is not having any pieces who will be defending his king, because the queen on b3, the rook on a1 plus the knight on a3 are completely out of the game. Okay, thank you, Arnav. So here white decided to play rook to the f2, and now after bishop into f2, king into f2, black played e into d5. And although black is like lost the rook on h8, we are going to capture the knight for sure, so we don't need to worry about that thing. And we will be having 1 2 3 4 pieces in the position. White will be also having 4 pieces, but his pieces are little bit cramped on the queen side. Okay, black is not worse here, but the position which was there before is much better now. Okay, white played c4, then king f8. Obviously we need to capture the knight on h8, so he is going after that. Then c into d5 was played, then queen h4 check, king to the f1, and knight into d4. Suddenly black is having lot of counter play. Okay, the game continued with queen to the c4, then knight f5, queen to c7, and here he sacrificed another piece, knight into knight g3, h into g3, knight into g3, king g1, and black decided to draw the game because the rook is also being attacked, and queen f7 is also one of the threats, and he cannot defend against everything. So he defended with knight to the e2 check, king f1, knight g3 check, king g1, and knight a2. Okay, I have shown you this game a little bit faster, but the thing is that I wanted to show you the game first and then tell you what was really happening. If you play in a normal way in this position, okay, if you play in a normal way, so here in this position, instead of bishop into g5, if you play something like let's suppose this move, okay, then after this move, white will be having quite great initiative after knight into g6. If at into g6, then he will play f4, and the knight on h5 will be very badly placed in that case, because the knight is not coming in the game by any means. And okay, the knight is not coming, you can castle and all, but that the pawn on d5 is also one of the weakness. The queen is hitting it, the bishop is also hitting it, and the rook is also coming in the game. The bishop d2 will come, this rook will come on the d1. So I will prefer this position playing from the white side any day. So that's why you need to take the decisions which are not that much natural in this kind of positions. So I will recommend you to find out what your opponent wants to do and take the decisions accordingly. Okay. So okay, fine. So maybe we are here. We can do one more thing. Hello, are you there? Okay, we have already streamed more than 41 hour 45 minutes. I think it's enough for the day. We have seen many games where you need to take the decisions, where you need to defend also. So would you like to stop the stream, or do you want to see something else? Maybe solve some tactics or something. Let me know. Otherwise, I can stop the stream and we will meet tomorrow with something new topic in the channel, Atul. I became a big fan. It is good, and is there a mail to get in touch with you? Yes, I have given one email. My email ID is Atul Dahale 64. You can always message me. Okay. 11:30 morning time I will be live tomorrow morning, and that morning stream will be little bit below, you can say, it will not be that much difficult. It is related to the concepts which we should be knowing, but I welcome everyone in the morning session also and evening session also. We will be having fun. Okay, so guys, maybe for 5 minutes we'll solve the tactics, and then we will end the stream today. Okay, are you okay with it? Because We looked at many games, and I don't want to show you many games of same topic. So it's enough. I hope you understood today's topic. Did you enjoy today? Just let me know in comment section. Did you enjoy today's games? Although this is defensive techniques, but it is very important to save the game and also win the game. Okay, let's solve some tactics before we end the class. Thank you, sir. Okay. Solve some tactics for 5 minutes and then we will end the class on a good note. Okay, so let's go to the next position here. It is white to play. Positions next class, please. Well, semi-closed position next class. Okay, I'll think about it. Definitely, I have other things also. I have planned something kind of a syllabus for this thing. I will always think about your recommendations. Okay. Okay, guys, just let me know for 5 minutes we are going to solve tactics and then we will end. White to play, what will you play here? Which move will you play? F5, very good. We should play F5 and then we will be playing bishop to the G5, extending the piece. Next position, it is black to play once again. What will you play? I think always look out for the two, three things in the position: captures, checks, and threads, and also defended as well as undefended pieces. And in this position, if you go for that thing, the rook on h1 is undefended in this position. That's why we should remove the supporter, or you can say the defender of the e4 square, that is with the bishop into this move, and then we should play queen to the e4, and then we will be winning the piece. Definitely. Karthik, you are right about that thing. Let's go to the next position. Here, what to do? This is white to play. Which move will you play? I'm waiting for your answer, guys. See, you should always think about a little bit further also. Like maybe after some time, your opponent's pieces might be hanging. Bishop d6 is not so good because your rook on a7 is hanging. So I think maybe you can first capture rook into d7, bishop into d7, and then you can play queen to the d5 because the bishop on d7 will be hanging in that case. Okay. Let's solve some more tactics. At least we will solve till we reach 900. Okay. Which move will you play in this position? This is again very easy. You need to lure your opponent. We need to force him to come on a square. From there, we will be able to capture him. So, which move will you play? Yes, definitely, Mayur. You are absolutely right about this move. We need to play b5, and then after check, we will be capturing the bishop on b5. Definitely, very good. Here, which move should we play? Okay, this is a very easy one. I think you'll get it in just 1 second. Yeah, Queen A. Yes. It was a very easy one. They gave us a very easy one. And okay, 5 more points, guys. We will make it 900 and then we'll say goodbye to each other to meet once again in the morning. White to play. Which move will you play? Yes, PN John, you are right about the move, and you also right. My class buddies, you are. But that bishop on h7 is pathetic. So technically, it's equal. Rook b8 looks like okay. Mayur has suggested rook d6 check, then bishop. He will move rook d7 and capture the rook. Definitely, Mayur, you are right. Kuldeep Singh, you are also right in this position. Tina has joined us. Tina, you are a little bit late. We are almost going to end the class, but your answer is absolutely right in this case, and we will be capturing here. And finally, guys, we have crossed 900 rating together. So I hope by the time our series will be completed, we will increase a lot of rating together. This is the combined rating. So congratulations. Okay. So with a good note, we will meet tomorrow in the morning like 11:30 and also in the evening type at 6:30 whenever it is possible. Do join me and do spread the channel with your friends also. Let this celebration go on and on all. Okay. Thank you for joining me. Okay. See you then tomorrow. And I will be uploading more videos. Please do look at other videos also which I have uploaded. I will really enjoy with your comments also. Whenever you have some suggestions, do comment on my videos. I will read each and everything and I will try to take it in a good spirit. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay. Thank you very much.